A really interesting conversation with that guy. He came down, you know, it's kind of, I don't know what, it's kind of, I don't know if I caught how much on video. I don't know if I wanted to be confrontational there, you know, some old timer, let's face it. When people move to Sherman, a lot of people really kind of want to get away. They want the hermit life, but they want to be able to jump into society when they feel the urge. So he definitely, you know, is one of those types. Let's go down this way. I used to play down here. There used to be a lot of freaking kids that I grew up with, lived down this area. Whole family here. I grew up with Keith and Danielle. It's some older brothers too. They're a little too old for me to hang out with. Got some crazy incidents here. Too much to explain. Just me being a dickhead. Honestly, I look back at it. That was a kind of weird thing, altercation I had with a bunch of neighborhood kids, you know, kind of give me a little idea of like mob mentality type stuff too, just, you know, but good things to learn. Oh my god, this, I wonder if this can't be the same tunnel. Hold on. I guess maybe it is. Hold on. Nah, this is the rubber tunnel now. I used to be a metal here. I used to crawl through here. Not crawl, but use my hands on top, my legs on the bottom, just walk right through. Pretty funny. This little babbling brook. That's not the name of it, but awesome. It's kind of weird, like none of the kids in this immediate neighborhood are really good friends of mine or anything. But yeah, we used to hang out just out of convenience. We all had our own different things going on. And let's see. Go to the end. A lot of variety in this neighborhood. There's no way. Some kid used to live here. He's like 3 years older than me. He used to like hang out and stuff and want to play, but then he was around his older friends. He used to be kind of a dick. You know, try to be cool in front of them. Just be, one of those guys you really held a grudge on, you know, for a long time. Kuhn, holy shit, they're still there. You know, just because of that, just one day he kind of pushed me in the snow and I held my face down in it. It sucked. You know, so after I got bigger, I remember I always kept my eye out for him. Then I found out he committed suicide. And it's just like, you know, kind of put things in perspective, you know. He had bigger things, sadder things going on than I knew. Back up the hill. So I used to play with a bunch of kids from there. Again, just, you know, just out of convenience, or really. And this, wow. I'm gonna go swing down this way. We're gonna go to the bus stop. Another Kenwood Lake community is right down this way. But here was the bus stop, like right by this grate. We used to all hang out here. Again, it was weird. It was just kind of like a really mixed bag of folks. Look out, squirrel. I'm not gonna hit you. Oh God, I just remembered something. Hang in there. Let me turn around. I gotta turn around here. I'm gonna back up. Throw the phone down. Hang on. Actually, check out that nice view. One of the stupidest things I've ever done we used to light fires. And one day, went up in the woods here, just like built a little campfire, right? No big deal. I mean, there was a house there. So we were down here, like, built a campfire. And, you know, we left. We left to put it out. Cool. Next day we went back, like, well, you know, we're hanging out. It's like, hey, what do you want to do? It's like, let's go build a fire. So we went back up there, and there must have been oh my God, it must have been 40 feet across, just scorched earth. The fire didn't go out as we thought it did. It went on and burned all night before it finally put itself out. It scared the fuck out of me. I mean, then I knew, it's like, all right, that was, I wouldn't say it was the last time I played with fire, but that really served a lesson. I was like, man, that could have been that whole end of that little, you know, that cul-de-sac there. That could have been a raging fire. And I'm not sure our Sherman Volunteer Fire Department could have handled it. Although I saw that firehouse, my God. I wonder if those, it always seemed like the firemen thought they really run the town and things went through them. It's kind of a weird fraternity and just kind of like a clique almost. I'm gathering it's still the same. Some things never change here. Okay. The area called Deer Run Shores, and they pointed out in the sign in here that it is a private community. Oh. One night, this is like when I was in college, it just, inexplicably, I have no idea why, it's just like, my buddy Ray and I, we just drove through here, I have no idea why. And this is like late at night, and we're hammered. And some guy was outside here, just like yelling at us. Like at the car, it's like, it's winter time. It's like we're at the college break. Oh, one second, real quick. My good buddy Kevin used to live between these pillars here, right down this long driveway. His home. Kind of see his house from now. Really nice. And yeah, I mentioned him before. He's one of the guys that had a boat. There's Candlewood Lake. Anyhow, back to the story. So we're driving through and we're drunk. And some guy's like, it's like 3 in the morning. The guy outside yelling, like, what the hell is that? So of course, like assholes, we turned around and went back. Hey, little kid's waving at me. Hey. And you know, the guy's still out screaming and everything. We're yelling, fuck you, that type of thing. Just antagonizing him. And keep in mind, Ray's the guy I got in trouble with more than anyone in life. And you know, we've done things only only the two of us and the devil know about. So Ray gets home apparently, and things we didn't know. The guy got robbed that night, evidently. So I guess he really thought the criminals are going to go back to the crime scene or something stupid like that. So he's like outside waiting, and he was just giving like irate, you know, just so unreasonable. So he called the police, called their plate in, and you know, as a suspect. So Ray's father, who just did, obviously at this point of our lives, couldn't believe it. You know, if he believed it. He's like, all right. So as soon as Ray got home, he's like, he knew he was in trouble. The lights were on. And I was like, now you've two really done it. You know, it used to be just petty stuff. Now, you know, now you're into the hardcore. You're breaking and entering, that type of things. Anyways, short story long. I'm sorry. But it said ready to go down to the police station after all, even though he had nothing to do with this guy's house being robbed, of course, or anything. And they basically explained away. Listen, I didn't do shit. You know, get off my back. So it was funny. Ooh. Nice and windy. A friend of mine, Chris, used to live here. I have no idea if they're still around or not. His family, that is. It's never any good place to turn around in Sherman. Even though there's a turnaround, it's not really Unless you have one of those small ass cars. Oops, looks like I'm not gonna make this turn. Hang on. Deer Run Shores too. It's one of those places that always stands out in my mind because it's the first time, in a weird way. Well, actually, it's a cute little house, little cottage thing. This is really awkward, but or stupid. Not even, I don't know how to say it, but I was driving back on my bike going back home. You'd be able to cut through the woods at Deer Run Shores very easily, so I used to visit my friends over here. And on the way back, there's a snake that had been run over by a car. And the snake, obviously, he's bleeding out of its mouth. And I stopped my bike and just watched this poor thing. And I remember he came up, it rose its head as high as he could, and then, just opened its mouth really wide, and then fell down dead. And it just, I don't know, it's just a memory I'll never forget. It just struck me. First time I've ever, seen death. Anything, real, just death. I mean, it's just from something living, and just, I was in horrific pain, and then just, boom, done. Just fell. And it was horrible. Just, I don't know. It made an impact, but it was right up this way. Alright. I'm gonna have to send this video to Kevin. Oh, this is a good view of Candle Lake. We used to play football games here in this field, this sort of field. Tackle football in the snow. There's a mobster's brother who lived there. Oh, Dion, no way. Okay, cool. Oh, that's right. They live here now. I'm a few years older than him, but I guess one of the sons. Oh, crap, the twos used to live there. Lots of people down here. Lots of kids I used to hang out with. Wonder how many kids around here now. Wonder how many families moved out and sold to other families.